All right, family, we back again, and this is a pre-record. So this is gonna be video 2. Being a better black man. This is gonna be video number 2, and the point of this video is you got to watch who you listen to. Sometimes we'll take Satan for a friend, and surely Satan is an enemy for you. Surely, not no maybe. Surely, Satan is an enemy for you. But we take Satan for a friend because Satan will give us things of this world, and because we think because we have things of this world, that's a blessing. The blessings are the things not of this world. Bet you ain't gonna see, ain't nobody else gonna tell you that, right? I'm not giving you spookism. What I'm telling you is this society, what's important in this society is money. But the things outside of this society, love, respect, honor, right? Righteousness. These are things that are frowned upon in a wicked society. They call you a goody two-shoe or a square or some other kind of derogatory term because you want to treat people right and do people right. But we're not here to cast stones. We're here to just show some illustrations of the kind of things you need to stay away from, in my opinion. Okay? All right, so this is two of the greats. Right? This is Priscilla, the Queen Maker, versus Charleston White. I mean, this is a if there's any two people that you should never listen to on the internet, these are the two people. These are two of these two should go to the top of the list, right? Here, I'm going to demonstrate to you why. This is not me. This is them talking, not me.
The man, woman overlooking.
We
not gonna put all this on the man. Because Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, man, none of these people have been accused of abusing women. Yeah, we fuck a lot of women, but we ain't abusing women. Some women are meant to be fucked on. Some women need their ass kicked. Some women need their pussy took. Some women need to be.
Hold on. I know you heard this man say that some women need to be ARPed. He just said there's some women that need to be ARPed, right? Well, we all know Charleston's a character, dude. We all know Charleston's a character, right? Well, he said it himself, right? I'm disappointed because I look at somebody like Charleston White who has threatened to ARP prepubescent black girls. I didn't hear nothing from Willie D. We didn't hear nothing from Ice Cube. We didn't hear nothing from none of these people supposedly right there that are involved with that type of world. None of them came out and said, hey, bro, you stepped over the line. We cannot have you threatening to ARP our little girls. That is not, we are not going to accept that. I'm the only one that I saw. Not me. I'm the only one. Me, Abba and Preach, and MTR. I think we were the 3 people that actually went in on that man. But, right, his true believers feel like, oh no, it's okay. It's just okay. If you're threatening to rape little black girls, it's okay. See, it's a joke. That's just a joke, class. That's a joke. Yeah. You go threaten to rape these white little girls. They'll jerk your ass right into the penitentiary, right? So you know better than to do that. But you come over here where our people have fallen down. They have fallen. What do they say in the Bible? Babylon has fallen, has fallen. She has become the habitation of devils and a host for every foul spirit and hateful bird. Right? That's where we're at now. That's where we're at. This society is a hole for every foul spirit. It's a place where they can come and they can fraternize with human beings and mislead them. Right? It's a cage for every hateful bird. Right? What do you mean? It's a cage for every hateful bird, Clarence. Right? We got people that want to do wickedness on another level than what we looking at now. There's people here that want to do it on another level, and they got the ability to do that because of they're financially at another level. The Jeffrey Epsteins. Why you call them a bird, Clarence? Because if they have a problem, they can just jump on an airplane and fly away. Right? And they produce hate because of what they do to people, and they destroy people. That's where you living at. That's where you living at. So there's going to be a place like America where anybody could get followers teaching anything. Anybody could get followers teaching anything in America. So said Master Farad Muhammad. He said America's the only place you can get followers teaching anything. Anything. But unfortunately, our people in particular, when I say our people, I first mean the people that's doing the worst, which is black people. But when I say our people, I mean all people, no matter what color or religion. They have been programmed in America to have a thirst, a constant thirst for wickedness. So when something comes, so that the peddlers of evil can always sell you a solution to quench your thirst for a time. They never solve your thirst. They just quench it for a time because they're gonna make money on the re-up. They're gonna get you on the comeback, as Chris Rock so eloquently put. They get you on the comeback, right? We ain't gonna cure cancer. We just gonna give you something that's gonna make you live with it longer, so we can still make the money we making off of radiating you or treating you, right? That's why the FDA, it's illegal to say you can cure something in America. Even if you can, it's illegal. As Dr. Sebi found out, it's illegal to say, I've cured this disease. I cured this disease. This disease no longer resides in this person's body. Can't do that's illegal, according to the FDA. But I digress. Who you listening to? Who you listening to? Where's your happiness gonna be found? Black man, where your happiness gonna be found? So they tell you got people like Fresh and Fit, more peddlers, that they come out here and they tell you, hey man, we're gonna teach you you can sleep with 70, 80 women. Why would you want to sleep with 70 or 80 women? Think about that for just a minute. Think about all the time, money, effort that's going to be wasted pursuing 70 or 80 women to just sleep with. You have to be a clown to do something like that, man. And we all been on that. We all been on that case. We just didn't know no better. Well, here comes Brother Clarence to try to tell you a little better. So you don't get caught in that train. You don't get caught on this train. This world has been taking men, in particular black men, and creating this constant sexual drive and just out of range a thirst for sex constantly since you was 1, 2, 3 years old. From the cartoons to the television shows to the internet. Now you have the internet. The internet, you have all these different things, podcasts, all these different things that a little kid can listen to, watch, and the influence of the peddlers of evil can just get you started, right? And they do the same thing as the dude selling cocaine on the street, right? They give you some free at first. And they watch you get yourself all hooked up on it. And then the next time you come, they say, oh no, you got to pay now. So you're out here paying women for sex. You're out here paying people for information that's unnecessary for you to pay. If you seek it, you'll find it. And they're telling you, they're giving you some world famous ancient Chinese secret that nobody knows, but it's common sense what they're telling you. Anyway, you got to watch who you take for a friend. If you listen to these people, some of these people would, not some, almost all of them will tell you up front what they got going on. If you listen, and sometimes you got to listen to what's not being said as opposed to what they're actually saying. You got to be a detective in today's world when it comes to letting people into your circle. Because if you let people in your circle that aren't tested, that haven't been tested, that haven't been proven haven't proved themselves worthy of being in your circle, then that's on you. They come in your circle and start tearing things up, that's on you. But I know a lot of people don't like to take responsibility for that, right? When we say, hey, you need to watch the people you pick to be in your world. Some people say, oh, we don't want to hear that. That's 100%. You're 100% in control of who comes into your circle. Nobody can come in your circle without your permission. Let's continue. Let's continue with this is Princella versus Charleston White.
They need it.
But
you
see,
know
here's
why?
the thing.
Because all women ain't women. It's some bitches. It's some hoes. It's some
Okay. So you guys already know my position on Charleston, right? My position on Charleston is, hey, just stay away from the kids, Charleston. Don't talk about the kids. Don't go in front of the kids. Charleston says that he's a what do they call that person? A advocate. This man don't need to be advocating for nothing but how to stay off of drugs, and this dude needs much therapy. He needs much therapy, but he'll never go. Why? Because he's too proud and he has too much pride to do it. Right? He's too busy telling everybody, "Hey, look at me. I'm making money, so therefore I don't need." Because you making money, you don't need therapy. You need therapy, Charleston. Like you said, I agree with you. You're a character. You're a character. Now, he just said that some women need to be art. Now, you got thousands and thousands of people listening to this dude, man. You got young men listening to this idiot. What do you want for your life? See? But our people are lost. If you knew who you were and you knew what you're supposed to be doing, you knew what time it was, somebody like Charleston wouldn't have one follower. But because we lost people, we lost. I don't mean you lost geographically. You lost spiritually. You lost spiritually. Right? You got amnesia. You forgot who you are. And you on the side of the spiritual road. And everybody just walking by you. Right? Trying to figure out how they can make money off of you. All right, y'all. Y'all got to think about who y'all listening to. You want to be a better black man? Okay. Being a better black man, that's come with some sacrifices. When I decided I wanted to be a better man, I had to cut loose a lot of thinking, a lot of behavior, a lot of desire. I had to let it go. It was hard because I had this companion. I'd had the companion, the wicked, the evil companion that I had. And most of us have evil companions. Some people call them jinns. Some people call them genies. Some people call them, demons. But you have this companion that uses your fear to regulate you. Uses fear. A fear of not, and you don't want to feel that pain of not being wanted, not being accepted, not being loved, not being revered. You don't want to feel that pain. Right? And your companion knows that and uses that against you to manipulate and misguide you. How did you get the companion? You got people like Charleston Wright, right? They got people like that. They send out energy like that. They send energy out like that. And next thing you know, your hard drive is corrupted and you don't even know it. You got a virus on your hard drive. You don't even know it. And it's making you act funny style and you don't even know it. You buying prostitutes. You doing this, you doing all this stuff that's adverse to your life. Clarence, I can handle it, man. I can, you know what I'm saying? I can do what I can do. Just let me do what I do. Yeah, I know you think you can handle it, but eventually it's going to wear you down. Why even pick up a habit like that? This is a very wicked world. And in a wicked world like this, as soon as you go out your front door, you don't even have to leave your house. The wickedness, the peddlers of evil are coming through your computer. They're coming through your phone. They're coming through your television. Why? Because they want us all to think in a wicked way, and we all have certain thirsts. We all gonna have certain thirsts that only the peddlers of evil can fix. You lonely? Here, call this escort service. You want sex? Go out here to Figueroa. You can't calm down? Here. Get this cigarette. You can't, you can't, you ain't got the energy to, do the things you want to do. Here, take this cocaine. I feel bad. I feel sorry because so many of our people, man, are caught up and they think success is equivalent to money. And that is so far from the truth, man. But who's going to tell you the truth? Nobody has a financial interest in telling you the truth. There's only certain people out here that's going to tell you the truth. Brother Malcolm said, I came here to tell you the truth whether you like it or not. I didn't come here to tickle you. I came here to tell you the truth. I'm just going to tell you the truth. You in a war. You in a war. You and me and us, we in a war. And our children are in a war. We in a war zone. And the only way they can defend themselves, the onlyest thing they have to defend themselves is up here. This is where the war is raging. In the sky. Right? The war is in the sky, in the mind. That's where all things emanate from, the mind. You have to think it first before you do it. Anyway, I want us to do better about how people we pull into our circle. Sometimes you can pull somebody in your circle, man, and they ain't no good for you. Charleston White ain't no good for nobody. Maybe his wife, but that's probably it. That's probably where it stops. He definitely should not be talking to no children. And if I find out he's talking to children, believe me, I'm going to do something about it. I have nothing against Charleston. Personally, I don't know the guy. I don't think that's a good thing that he has, stood on his square about, threatening little black girls with ARPing them, anally raping them. Never said, I'm sorry. He just lied and said he didn't say it. Clarence, you don't know he said that. How many videos have I made about Charleston? I done played everything that Charleston said. I don't come up here to try to attack Charleston for no reason. If he would leave the kids alone, I'd leave him alone. I wouldn't say nothing to him about him. But we can't have a guy like this talking to our children, man. He wished that all Asian people would die just because they're Asian? Right? You can't, he has no credibility. And he's not a good person. So he's the kind of person you can be acquainted with, but you can't let him into your circle. He needs help. He needs God's help, and he needs therapy. But that's Charleston. Let's move on. Let's see the battle up here in the mud.
Ladies, and you have to know how, just like she can identify these suckers. I'm telling, boy, you better not look at all girls and females and think they're a woman. Bitch, prove to me you a woman.
Okay. So with that logic, the Queen Maker is right? That logic means that a woman can't look at all men and say, you a man. She's going to say, prove to me you a man, right? But the point is, when you get two people that don't really know anything, and they have, it's their opinion, and they're able to snatch anecdotal things to prop up their opinions without just saying, hey, this is my opinion. This is why I think this, because I put this up. What are you going to do? You arguing with a fool. Charleston is a fool. He's an idiot. Priscilla, I wouldn't call her an idiot. Definitely say she's not right. with all the lies she tells. Not right at all. But I wouldn't consider Princella an idiot. Charleston is an idiot. A complete idiot. A character, as he calls himself. A character. Anyway, let's finish this up.
You telling this to people who don't even know how to decode a facial expression. Listen, scientific studies show that the male can't even determine if a woman trying to attract him or not.
Was the man.
Okay. That's just a little bit of Charleston and Priscilla, right? And they're discussing what? If you watch the whole interview, it was really about nothing. Both of them are really about nothing. And Charleston is just the type of dude. He's, he feels like if he's screaming louder than you, he's right? But that's white supremacy, right? If I'm louder than you, I'm right. My argument don't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be logical. It just if I can scream louder than you, I'm right. I'm asserting because it has an element of asserting your dominance. So if I can assert my dominance, it doesn't matter if the logic is right. It doesn't matter if the logic fits. I can assert my dominance over you. What difference does it make, right? Right? It's like, I work all over the city of Los Angeles for many, many years, right? For almost 30 years. I've been all over the city. I've been to some places, man, it's so rich. Just the front yard, $10 million. The backyard with another 25. I mean, I've been places like that where even the rich lifestyles and rich and famous couldn't even get in there. Only people get in there is me, the cops, and the fire department. Those are the only three people actually going to go on that property, right? Outside of their hired help, right? I've been to many places, seen many things, many people living in all kinds of laps of luxury. And then I've seen the reverse. People living, man, there is no check to check. There ain't no checks. They live in hand to mouth, moment to moment. I seen all of that. I seen all that. I have an understanding about how things, what's really important. Because even though you got them big old house, what difference does it make if you unhappy in your soul? What difference does it make if you just unhappy or you just see? But most people won't admit that they're unhappy. Most people won't admit it. Most people will just go around playing a role like, oh yeah, everything's good, right? Watch who you listen to. Watch who you listen to. Because we want to be better men. And to be a better man, you have to listen to better men. And you have to say, and when I say better, I mean not that they perfect, but they have logic that walks in a straight line. If somebody is trying to get you to follow some logic, that logic should lead you it might lead you through some hardships, but at the end game should be a better situation than you starting with. These people logic that they give you, you don't end up in a better place. They do, because you giving them all your money. Charleston White is a buffoon. And I would tell Charleston that to his face. I mean, I have no problem with it, but I know Charleston ain't gonna never come over here. Why would he? If I was to confront Charleston on some of the stuff he said, he'd have to leave. Why would he stay? He got a business to run, propped up on the ignorance of the people. So, hey, same thing with Princella. She got a business to run, propped up on the ignorance of the people. Instead of them trying to clear up the ignorance, they want to guide your ignorance into their pocketbooks, right? Because Princella said herself, you either a pimp, a hoe, or a trick. This ain't my words. This came out of her mouth. She said everybody, not some people. She said everybody in the world is either a trick, a pimp, or a hoe. That's what she said. Y'all gotta watch who y'all listening to. Oh, Clarence, she didn't mean it that way. See, she didn't mean that. See, you gotta know how to just. Oh, okay. I just gotta know how to break it down, right? Okay. All right. Okay. I see. I just don't know how to listen to her and understand what she's saying. See, she's talking in code or whatever. Truth is truth. We ain't got to talk in no code. Truth is truth. If you being truthful, why do we need to break down what you say? It should be simple. Everything you say should be really simple. Well, I got scholarship, Clarence. I got all this scholarship. Well, we respect scholarship. Shout out to Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. We respect scholarship. But if you have scholarship, then you should also have respect for those that don't have scholarship. That comes with scholarship. You can't say, I'm right just because I read a book. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. We respect your scholarship. But when you are condescending to the people, who's going to really respect your work at that point? Anyway, beloved, this is your little brother. I'm trying to give you pointers and steps on how to avoid the peddlers of evil out here. Right? Avoid them. But Clarence, I know this world, this wicked society has given you a never-ending thirst for sex. When sex wasn't supposed to be like that. It wasn't. Sex was supposed to be a reward for creating a situation where you had something to give to heirs. But this society turned it into recreation. And I'm going to that on another video. They turned it into a recreational event that you could do it all the time. But you can't produce children all the time. Right? But I'll go into that later. Watch who you listen to, family. And, make sure that, if you really looking for somebody to talk to, give us a try. And then maybe, you might realize, hey, man, you know what? I need counseling. I need more than this. I need more than some positive people around me. I need counseling, right? All right, but hey, check us out. We got the most positive show, the positive, channel, in my opinion, out here. We got the most positive channel out here trying to make things happen, right? We don't put nobody down. Now, we'll tell the truth on them, but we ain't putting them down unless they put us down. I mean, we ain't, and we really don't even do that. But I will put the challenge out there for Charleston, Princella. I think both of them really they're not on, they're not at the pace that I'm at. Really, they can hang with the logic. And so, but if I don't want to challenge Princella, I would interview Princella. I would interview her to see where she come from. Now, I'm going to tell her I'll tell her to her face, I don't agree with you on this and that. Some things I do agree with her, but most things I don't. Most of the stuff she says, I don't agree. But that was the same thing with Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace. I disagree with a lot of what he said. But the common sense stuff, of course, I agree with that, right? That's common sense. Charleston, no. Charleston is a complete idiot. And, that works on the stage where he's doing his comedy shows, whatever. Cool. Just do that, Charleston. Don't talk to no kids. Get money off your comedy shows and get money off of charging people $10,000 to have you sit down and just say a bunch of crazy stuff. Do that. But don't talk to no kids. You don't need to talk to no kids. You are very unqualified to do that. All right, but the challenge is open. Anytime, Charleston, you want to come talk to me. Anytime, Princella, you want to come talk to me. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. All right, y'all. So, like I said, watch who you listen to. Make sure their goals match the goals of what they're trying to do, match the goals of what you're trying to do, so that therefore there ain't no conflict when there's not going to be no conflict later on down the road when you try trying to say, well, what you try figuring out, well, what's going on, right? You trying to figure it out. Like, how come this ain't working? It ain't working because it wasn't ever real from the beginning. But anyway, that's video number 2. Watch who you talking. Watch who you listen to. Watch who you listen to. Watch your influences. Right? Everybody that's talking good and talking greasy and saying the things you want to hear ain't necessarily here to help you. Most of these people that's saying things that you want to hear are grifting you and trying to grift you out of something. But we'll talk about it later. Beloved, y'all tell me what y'all think. Peace.